Hello and welcome, folks, to COMS120 Network Essentials. My name is Joel. I'll be going over the course in general, what needs to be completed in Canvas and test out, the processes, how to get the work done, and have a wonderful and successful semester. So, first of all, hopefully everybody's doing well and staying safe, you and your loved ones in these crazy times of pandemic and insanity. Um, so to start in the course, if you guys are watching the video, yay, successful already. You guys are amazing. You made it to watching the first video, which is the orientation related to Canvas, the syllabus, and various things. And then there's another video which will be a video about test out and how to navigate through test out and etc. So let's go ahead and do the start. If you guys logged into Canvas, that means you read the first announcement available, which is a welcome to you description of the course, which is related to Net Plus exam of CompTIA that will prepare you 100% for it, which, by the way, you guys can take it at MOT at the discounted price, because MOT is a testing center for CompTIA. So you have A Plus, Net Plus, Security Plus, Linux Plus that you can take here at MOT with, I think, like 50% of the cost if you would like to take it outside of MOD. That's something that you'll need to deal with. The testing center, with these crazy pandemics, please review. They contact them to review the regulations and rules and etc. on how you can do so. Anyhow, so from here, first thing that you'll review is that there under modules there's few things that you'll need to go through, which is the 2 videos, the syllabus, a PDF file on how to create your account in test out and how to join the class. And then you have your syllabus, which we'll review in a sec. Now, when it comes to the work itself, the work basically is composed of labs and quizzes. They're called exams, but they're quizzes that you'll need to complete through test out to earn. And I will allow you 2 attempts for every single test, for every single quiz, and every single lab, which will allow you to earn 100% on your final grade from that aspect, which is these are 60% of your grade. Then you have 15% for discussion questions, which are weekly discussion questions. I'll post them. Then you'll have an initial post, which is an initial reply that you guys have to do, which is usually just a paragraph and a half maximum, like 5 to 7 sentences. That's it. It's that simple. I'm not looking for something crazy. And 1 reply within the same week to another peer content by adding more data, adding more information. Not just, oh, I agree, good job, I disagree, yes, you are correct. That's not going to count. What will count is you adding a minimum 3 to 5 sentences, adding more content to it, and then right there, boom, you earned 15% of your grade. That's 75% that you can earn without any trouble. I mean, it's just you spending time and effort to get it done. Is that simple? And then you'll have 2 tests, which will allow you to get test 1 and test 2, which I'll give you a practice exam for those and etc. Now, the code that you need to get is either from the bookstore that you can get, or if you didn't get it from the bookstore, you want to get it on your own, you can go to testout.com and then enter this code, and that will give you a discounted code, which will allow you to get it for, I actually don't remember how much it is now, 135, 140, 120, some. If you go under purchase, enter the code that you have. This is the code that I have for you. It's usually $400 if I recall well. With the code, it's, I think, let's see, 100 and, let's see, we need right there, it's $129. That's the one that you need. Okay, so you can purchase it directly from them, and they'll send you an email with the code, which will allow you to create your account, which I'll go over in a sec. So moving on to the syllabus, let's go ahead and jump into that first, which will open in a sec. So it's an online course. With the pandemic, I'm not going to be on campus the entire fall semester. So please, if you need to get hold of me, email me as soon as possible, and I'll be able to get hold of you via email. If you need to talk, like live talk, we can either do a Zoom meeting, we can do a phone call, meeting, whatever works for you guys. I just need a 24 hours notice. Monday through Friday, 100% no problem. Saturday, Sunday, it's weekends, kids, they're home, so it might be on and off, but I'm available through Monday through Sunday. If you just give me a notice and a good, like if you send me an email, just make sure to tell me, hey, I'm available Mondays and Wednesdays, all afternoons or all mornings, and I'll tell you, okay, let's do it at a certain time. Best way to get hold of me is via email. Please, 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 please remember to type your name and the class, COMN120, WW01, in the subject line of your email. Why? Guys, before the pandemic, I used to get like about maybe 50, 60, 70 emails a day of junk and intro, departmental, and all this kind of stuff. Since the pandemic, I'm not kidding, I'm probably getting 120, 130 emails a day. So if it's not from a student, I don't have to go through all of them, and I don't want to go through all of them. I just click, 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 and delete. If I see it's from a student, which is 100, like COMN 120, you're putting the 120 right there, the COMN, I'll know it's from a student. I know it's critical that I have to reply to you immediately. If you send me an email, allow me 24 hours to reply. I usually check in the morning early, or I check in the afternoon or evening, usually. If you send me an email within 24 hours and you don't get a reply from me, please do it again. Especially if you're not using your webmail, your my email account, you might be blocked by the firewall, because the filtering firewall system that they have has been increased to basically stop the soliciting and the phishing emails and etc. So please try to use your my email just to be on the safe side. We know 100% I'll get it. You can always call the number of my office, but like I said, I won't be in my office, so this has to be forwarded to me, which will take time. So really the best way to get hold of me is via email. Attendance is purely and simply for financial aid purposes. There's a survey that you have to take in Canvas, and if you click, it's right there under the syllabus, or you can go under modules, and then you'll be able to see it. So under modules, you scroll down, there's a survey, a one question quiz that you have to take. So our semester starts on a Tuesday. It's due before, you're not going to be able to say it because it will open on Tuesday, and then it's due before Monday of the same week. So Monday before the following week, it's a survey that you take. Hey, I'm available for the week. That's basically what it is. That's only for financial aid purposes. So if you're not on the financial aid purposes, don't worry about it. This will not affect your grade in any way or shape. Course description, basically it's an introduction to Linux from a server side, from a server point of view. We're not looking at it from a desktop point of view. We're looking at it from a server side. Why? Because Linux is very popular on a server side. It's not very popular, unfortunately, until today, from a desktop point of view in corporate environment. From a server side, you definitely will see it a lot. And the one that we'll be using, the version that we'll be using in test out, is very similar to Fedora, which is one of the most popular with Apache. The two most populars, probably Fedora, Apache, Red Hat. Linux on a server side is also a little bit popular, but this is basically what it is that we'll be using to give you that understanding of how Fedora works, and we'll be looking at it more from a command prompt point of view than a click, click, click like the Windows operating system, which is an interface point of view. So it's more commands that you need to really learn. Why? Because that's how you'll master it and you become really great at it, and especially if you're looking at becoming a security person, computer networking security person in the future. Linux is a must, because most penetration testing, ethical hacking softwares are based on Linux. They're not based on any other language other than Linux. So class expectations, point values, etc. So what we'll have is labs and exams, which are quizzes. The exams, that's 60% of your grade. And then you have anywhere between 10 to 15, it depends on how the course is going, 15%. And then you'll have two tests, a midterm and a final, test 1 and 2, which are 25% of your grade. So if you look here, the tentative calendar, that's the goal. It's to start with a basic introduction of ourselves to each other. Section 1, which is very basic, that you'll go through, is due, everything is due 11:59 p.m. on Mondays before the start of the new week, which is Tuesday. Now, what if you're late on a lab or something? I will grade probably on Tuesdays or Wednesdays, As long as you do not have a grade for the section that or the chapter we worked on in Canvas, go ahead and get it done. Don't contact me, don't ask me, just get it done. Get it done. I will accept it as is. But once the grade is posted in Canvas, that means that's it. The grade is what it is. So as you can see, we'll go through the process of having different discussion questions. The only chapter that will take 2 weeks to get done is chapter 5 or section 5, which is IP configuration. I believe it has around 30 labs and quizzes. Don't stress about it. I will show you in a sec how to do your labs and quizzes, legally cheat to earn 100%. That's why I'm allowing you 2 tries for each one of them, so you can do every quiz and every lab twice, because after the first one you'll be able to see the answer key, which will allow you to do it the second time, and hopefully you'll be learning a lot more from that aspect. So I will show you that in a sec on how to get that done once we get into test out, and there's a whole other video on how to navigate through it. From there, you can see what the due dates are and when they're open. The DQs, the discussion questions, once I assign them, like I stated earlier, you have an initial post, meaning you replying the first time to the discussion question on a certain date, which probably will be on a Friday because we start on a Tuesday, and then you need one reply, adding more content to your peers' post before probably Monday of that same week or Sunday of that same week. So I'll see how the questions are. It'll all depend. So you'll have the specific dates in Canvas to follow. Like I stated, late policies, I don't accept late work except if there's an emergency. Please get hold of me and let's see what I can do for you. If not, if the grade is not posted in in Canvas, if your grade is not posted in Canvas, please go ahead and get it done without asking, even if it's on a Tuesday morning or something like that. Withdraw policy, hopefully that won't be the case, but if you have to, go through the process of the registrar, and his grade is a failing grade. Financial aid, contact financial aid services. Incomplete policy, not given to this course. Academic integrity, please read those. I'm not going to waste your time on it. Statement of accommodation. If you have any disability, you qualify for it, please contact disability services. They'll tell you what needs to be done. They'll give you a form. You'll provide me that and we'll work something out. Title 9, etc. Tutoring. I do not know if there's any tutoring available, especially with what's going on for us at this point with pandemic, but you can always contact the Learning Center and ask if you need help. If you have personal matter issues, situations, please contact the MCC Care team. They're professionals, people that will be able to assist you, and it will stay confidential. It's not something that will be shared with the school or anybody else. Possible dangerous situation, system policy, please read those. COVID statement and policies. If you are coming to campus, it does not apply to our class, but if you're coming in general, please be aware of these regulations. If not, if you don't follow these and get on campus, you might get in trouble with the school. Disclaimer about the syllabus. I do not believe anything will change, especially that this is an online course. But if there's any change to the syllabi, I will update the syllabus. I will update it in Canvas. I will post an announcement and I will shoot you an email. And that's why I really hope you can log in multiple times a week to Canvas and check my email, because that's really the way for me to get hold of you guys. My cultural values, please read those. If you have any questions, let me know. And then finally, important dates for fall 20. Put those in there. Hopefully these will be helpful for you guys. So if you go under modules, first thing, you guys are watching this orientation. The second one is about test out on how to navigate through it, and I'll go also a little bit more in it right now. The next thing I want to show you is creating an account in test out. It's pretty straightforward. It's you guys get a code, an account code that you get either from the bookstore or you get it from test out directly. Basically what you'll need to do is go through the process of creating it, and I'll click on it in a sec. So you go to testout.com, click on create. From there you go through the process, username, password, etc., adding a code. The only thing that students usually forget to do is joining a school, which it's something you do after you create your account, which will be Mott Community College. Then from there, you'll need to join a class, okay, which is our class COMN120 Fall 2020. And you can look it up by my name, which is enroll in a class. If you just click on enroll in a class and then type in there HACHEM, the class will pop up, which is COMN 120, Fall 2020, and that will allow you to basically join the class. Week 2, I will do an eval just to make sure that everybody is in there, and I'll post something in Canvas to let you know, hey, these are the folks that I have in test out that I can see, and these are the ones that I do not see. So I will let you know probably before the end of the week, before end of week 1, so like that you guys can join immediately if you're not in there. Then if you go under modules, you'll have weekly attendance, like I stated. The first one will be due before following Tuesday. So today is September 8th, which is the first day of our semester, and the week will end on Monday, and that's before the following one. Go under discussion questions. So what you'll need to do is do a quick introduction of yourself. Okay. What you'll do is just copy and paste these questions and then reply to them. As usual, lazy IT people. I did one myself. You guys can review it if you want to. You don't have to. It's not a problem at all. What you'll need to do is just click on reply to this first thread, and then from there, just answer these questions. Now, if you go also under discussion questions, that's what you'll find, the weekly discussion questions. There's one more here called peer help forum. This is basically for you guys. You're stuck on a section. You have a question related to the assignment itself, to the content. I want you to post it here before you get hold of me. Why? Because this will emulate what we're missing, the face-to-face part. So this will emulate more an interaction from everyone, and your peers, your classmates will be able to reply to you. If they don't reply within 24 hours, I'll either reply or you guys can directly send me an email. Now, anything related to grade, do not post that in here. Here it's only for questions related to the content of the course, which is the lectures, the labs, anything related to the content that you're working on and you're not able to review. So that's basically it for the syllabus. Now, the second video that you guys can watch is related to test out, but I'll just go through it really quick here. So you go to login, and then under login, it will allow you to create your account. So create an account, and then put username, password, etc., etc. I strongly recommend that you put your my email just in case something happened with your account. Your account should be valid for 1 full year. If something happens before you, they can trace it using your my email. Use your phone number, your activation code, and then if you log in, you'll be able to go directly to your course, which is your COMN 120. So my view will be different than yours because I have a faculty view and you guys will have a student view. So you log in, and then from there, here, you have the different sections. So section 0, there is nothing to review. It's just a quick video that you guys can go through. Let me mute that. It's mute. So you guys can go through it. Okay. And then from there, you go through the process. So if you're not familiar with this, how the simulator works, good idea to go through it. Okay. So now section 1.0 is also very little. There's not a whole lot in it. Meaning like content wise, it's just an overview of networking, what networking is, different terms. We're talking about LANs, WANs, etc., etc. What I strongly recommend, because this information also will be useful when you're taking your test, go ahead and print these, but save them as a PDF and then save them somewhere on a USB drive or something. So click on print and then save them as a PDF. You can do chapter 1. So this page is 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, etc., etc. It's a very useful tool when you're doing your labs, when you're doing your quizzes, you can refer to, and then when you're taking your exams, they'll also help you through that process. So here, it's an overview of the course. Is it a good idea to watch these videos? Probably. But mainly if there's videos that are hands-on lab, like showing you the labs that you need to complete, those are probably the good ones to review. So from there, play video, you look at it, shows you. So these are very useful. Like for example, these ones right here, they talk about what a LAN is and how a network terminology. There is a lot of terminology that you guys need to get used to if you're not used to computer networking. That's the goal. One of the main goals of this course is to give you a lot of terminology that you have to absorb. Is it a lot? Yes, it will be a lot. Can you memorize it at once? No, it's not going to happen. So be patient with it. The analogy behind this is simply, you know what? Just listen for the first time to a song. Do I know the lyrics? No, I don't. Listen to it 10 times, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 times. You memorize more and more and more. It's the same idea here that you need to go through. So if you're looking at a peer-to-peer, what is a peer-to-peer network? What is a client-server network? A question can be the difference between a peer-to-peer network and a client-server is that peer-to-peer connected directly together, smaller amount of computers, client-server communicate with each other without being connected directly to each other, larger amount of users connected together, and etc. etc. So these are very useful to go through. So if you look at the first exam, which is a quiz. So here you have 4 questions. Which topology, blah, blah, blah. This is my first answer, second answer, third answer, and then 4th question that I'll complete. And I'm done. Score my test. I got 1 out of 4. So this is your first trial of taking this first quiz. How earlier I said that you'll be able to cheat legally without getting in trouble. The idea behind it is here, if you click on this, you have the answer and you have the why. You have an explanation. And that's what I'm hoping for, that you guys will take the time to learn, oh, why did I miss it? So you can open all of these, click on them, click on each question, and then that will give you the answer, the correct answer for each one of those with an explanation. So what you guys can do is print, save it as a PDF, okay? And then from there, go back and start the exam again, and then you can earn 100% on these questions. Please watch the other video that will walk you through test out and how to navigate through it and a few tips. And it's the same process also for the labs that you guys will take when it comes to the labs. On completing the labs, it's the same idea. You can do it, and then if you miss one, it gives you the answers. You can go back and get it done. Folks, please get hold of me. I'm available 7 days a week, and I mean it. Very, very much available, but I just need a quick, pretty much let me know, like, just give me a heads up about 24 hours that I'll be able to check it, because I might check it very early in the morning. And if I have to get into the field really quick, with the pandemic and stuff like that, I might be late, come home, I might not check my email, or I might check my email really late at night, and etc. Please get hold of me as soon as possible if you have any questions. Don't wait on it until the last minute, because it's really not a hard course to complete. It's just a time consuming, so you have to spend time on it. By the way, it's something that you can work ahead, because you don't have to wait for week 1 to end for me to start on week 2. I don't have to wait for week 3 to start on week 4, and etc. etc. Why? Because everything is open. What if you have another class of chemistry or biology that you have an exam on week 3 that is crazy, and you won't have time to work on these? So you can definitely work ahead. I hope you'll have a wonderful and successful semester. Please get hold of me if there's any questions. I'm here to help you. I'm here to do whatever it takes for you guys to get the work done. Have a best possible grade that you can pass, and then move on to the next one. Thank you guys, and hopefully we'll keep in touch.